Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy, what is it, hump day today? Wednesday, July 27, 2022. Glad everybody's here. Thank you so much for being here so early, and thank you so very much for those that were at the webinar last night. Absolutely appreciate it. Good morning, John, Mike, B. Thomas, Blue, how you doing? Mike, Joe, Phil. What was it? John J. there. I got to admit, I opened up the room this morning, I saw that, and I had a good chuckle. Thanks. That was kind of funny. So today's a big day. Today's a monster day. It really is. Just reading the morning blog here, going over it, the morning blog for Hit Run Candlesticks. I got to tell you, I lost interest in today. Here's the title of it: an earnings flood and Fed on deck today. I hope everybody is checking out the blog. A lot of work goes into that. Ed is the one that writes the blog. Yeah, I mean, if anything, take a look at the. There's some energy news. Look at the earnings today. It's insane. Really insane. It's kind of depressing. I don't want to trade today. I don't want to be here today. There's way too much on our plate today as far as I'm concerned. So, but nevertheless, we can't cancel Monday. We have to be here. Our job is done. Yeah. I guess everybody is seeing a screen here and hearing volume. Chip might try rebooting maybe. Okay, so let's take a look at the market. Looking at the SPY chart, man, I'm nearly in heaven. This is a bullish chart to me. It really is. I mean, it looks fantastic. The trouble is there's way too much news today, and I'm going to emphasize that a lot today. Just a lot of news. I don't know if it's worth trading. We have a nice uptrend here. Here we've rallied up, made this new high up here, and we're pulling back in this beautiful flag, and just utilizing the 50-period moving average as the bottom for this flag setting up. It looks fantastic. Well, the only problem that maybe a couple of them, but one thing is we're so close to the edge. We really haven't pulled away from that edge. So, I don't know. Maybe somebody can Google it real quick. How many people fall off the edge of the Grand Canyon every year? That kind of thing. Don't get too close to the edge. And that's where we are. We're too close, so we have to be careful. If we take a look at the weekly chart, there's nothing bullish about that in my mind. By my rules, we need to be above the trend indicator. Gregor says, not enough. Okay, that's two funnies for today. That's good. That's good. I need to see this green, very similar to this well, not similar, exactly like that. When this starts to trend up, then I think we might have a little bullish market here. And then we still have to get past the 50. But just give me some green dots and I'll be happy on this weekly. So long term, we're still controlled and owned by the bears. Short term, we are still producing a bullish relief rally. T2122, that is wrong. There we go. T2122, you can see where we've been in the overbought area, and now we're pulling back a little bit. What we need to see is this pop back up. Otherwise, we're just going to trickle to the downside, and it's unlikely we're going to see the market move up if this is pulling back. It's just not going to happen. Another chart that I follow, T2120, try that again. T2123 here. Hourly chart, we are bullish at the close. This is the close, nothing pre-market here. At the close yesterday, we remained to the bullish side. A little bit of a top, but it could easily break out. It could easily break down too. 15-minute chart, we're still bullish. You can see the trend indicator still green. Price above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator. So that's still working there. UVXY daily chart, we're still under the T-line there. Price still under the T-line. T-line under the trend indicator. The trend is down, very clear. If we take a look at the weekly chart, the trend is down. So there doesn't seem to be any fear out there. There doesn't seem to be too much fear at all. But yet the market is not moving up. I don't know. What does that tell you? We could come up with all sorts of things. Main thing is just simply watch the market. Let's look at IYT here. Transports. From the daily chart, I love this little chart pattern. Here we have a bottom. Well, let's look at this. Let's do it this way. Here we have a nice little bottom. We can come down and touch that bottom, touch that high, and I'm just going to go right to this bottom. And you can see we've got a bullish W pattern here. Nice, and a bullish W pattern is a reversal pattern. And we're right here at that, the top of that, the center of the W. That's the important point. We're right here at it, very slightly below. We're not going to pick on that, whether it was slightly above or slightly below, doesn't matter. Chart pattern is worthwhile. Chart pattern looks pretty good here, except we're right on that edge again. We're right there. Bill says, the question is how many people have fallen over the edge more than once? Yeah. That's we could actually use this in trading. We really could. We're on the edge here, and you have to be careful. Careful not to rush in. Last night kind of talked about this. Look at the weekly chart. Most of you know that I'm not a big weekly follower. I'm really not. The thing of it is with trading, we're always changing, or we're like Gumby. We have to mold with the market. What did I say last night? If you don't roll with the market will roll over you. And if you're looking for a long trade, well, I think we need to get the weekly up there. At this point, getting too involved with daily charts where we've not turned up very well, trying to pick that bottom, that's what could happen. We're just too close to that edge for that. So anyway, let's just keep that in mind here, okay? And today's a major day for a lot of chop. Okay, I actually have no trade ideas today. That was by design. There's too much information out today. There's too much news. So I would be more than delighted to take a look at any charts anybody is watching. I would love to do that. And that's how we'll fill up the rest of the time. So for whatever it's worth, XLE is trying to move up here. If you look at the weekly chart, it's trying to get up there. It's trying. 50-period moving average is still trending up. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's look at some HAL here. HAL for a short, maybe, a long, maybe. The trend is still down. The trend is still down, but you see how we've started moving sideways. So long, short, I think something needs to happen. Is it long or short right here? I think that's a waste of brain to think about it, waste of everything. I think what I want to do is I want to draw a line right here. And this line represents let me do it this way. Here's a shoulder, and here's a head, and here's another shoulder. So we've got an inverted head and shoulders. That's fantastic. It really is. Now, for this thing to go anywhere, it's going to need to clear this top to the upside, okay, to the upside. So you can see right through here is just to me, it's just wasted space. For the short side, I think we're going to have to get below this level right in here, these lows. And then what that'll do is that'll give us, I'm going to go to the both 500 and 1,000 period moving average right here. I'm going to go right there for 15%. If it's to the upside, then you're looking at 12, 13% a breakout above this line. Trading inside this area right here, to me that's crazy. Risky. Maybe shouldn't say crazy. Risky. So anyway, that would be my plan on how. I'm going to go ahead and flag that for either way there. Let's see. Rick, buy a Mega Million ticket Friday. Yeah, I think I'm going to save $2 here. I guess what we should do, maybe what we should all do for things like this is get together and everybody go buy, I don't know, 100 tickets. And then we put them in a pool. At $1 billion, we could split it. We'll do all right. Yeah. So let's look at MASI. Look at MASI. Hey, this is a pretty nice chart. I like that. Earnings on the night. I'm going to flag this right now before I forget. So here we are moving sideways, for the most part sideways, with a slight upward tilt. So it's very clear that this is going to be what we need to do. We need to break out of it. Right now, the chart pattern, as far as the last few days go, up, back, showing a little bullishness right now this morning. That's a nice chart. I like that chart. I'm going to go look at the weekly here. We're right on the cusp of the breaking out here on the weekly. That could be nice. That could be really nice. Thank you. This is a nice chart. We'll flag that one up here. Volume is okay. Volume is really good. Nice chart. So yeah, I'm thinking this is a bullish chart. If we want to play this before it breaks out, here's how I would do this. If it were me, and this is how I will do it if I choose to buy anything today, is I'm going to put a line right underneath the T line, okay? And we have this top. So I get it buying in here. I get that. I don't really have a problem with that. But if it breaks below the T line or this trend line that extends the T line, I can't be in it. The other place is to, look at a trade on that breakout. And then on a breakout, let's see what this can do for us. I'm going to go right to the dotted deuce here. I'm going to go to the 1,000, and then we're going to go to the 200, and that'll be all we're going to do right here. So let's look at what this chart can do for us overall, 38%. So on that breakout, now it's a matter of managing the chart based on your rules. You want to watch the dotted deuce over here. There's a resistance level, which, I'm 99.9% confident that it's going to meet with a little bit of a problem. Doesn't mean it can't break through, but there's going to be some consolidation there. And then same with this 189.60 up here. 189 to 200 up here, something like that. Nice chart. Let's see, Thomas, AGRO. Let's take a look there. So we're gapping up a little bit this morning. We're coming off the 1,000 period moving average. Nice, I like this. We've got an inverted head and shoulders reversal pattern. So let's talk about the inverted head and shoulders reversal pattern. Okay, this is not a buy pattern. This is a reversal pattern. So once it reverses, then we look for the buys, which I think we're on it now. I think we're on that. So I think we've got our reversal. Now what we want to do is look for that chart pattern. Now I'm not a big gap buyer personally. Some people might be. I'm not personally. What I think I would want myself is, all right, we gap up here. What I would like to see is a little bit of rest and then come back up. Test this breakout and then start to come back up. Then you might have something. Of course, for early buyers, if you want to buy this, if it starts jamming, you're making money. Like I said, I'm not personally a gap buyer. From the gap point up here to the 50 period moving average, and that's probably what I would use as a target range. Not that, this is just the 50. We're not going to put in any price, anything right now. Just that's, to me, our playing field right here. So I like that. Nice chart. Since we've been talking about the weekly, I think we need to take a look at it. And the weekly, the long term, I'm going to say medium to long term is very much in a downtrend. So really all we have here is a relief rally, but a nice looking one. Thank you, Thomas. I'm going to flag that. Earnings on the 11th. Let's look at Wells Fargo real quick. Wells Fargo, I believe, yes. I'm currently long Wells Fargo myself. And here we've rallied up. We've gone sideways, which is good. I like this chart pattern. Let's get rid of that. Try it this way. There we go. So I'm right here at the 1,000 period moving average. That's what I'm going to use as the line. Above it is good. Below it is not so good. And now, again, we can just draw a line underneath the T-line. Just like that. You don't have to touch it if you don't want. You can find a point down here if you want. We can come all the way down here if you want. There's nothing exact about this line. You just want to see that move there. I think I'll extend it just for fun. There we go. How's that right there? So, a breakout, consolidation. All this looks like a buy to me. Below the T line, below that blue line, it's going to be hard to keep that. Above, from here, let's just go right to the 200 period moving average. That's 12.5, maybe 13% in there. You're going to have a little bit of a issue right here, which is normal. And that's our playing field. And here we manage price. Not nice chart. I'm glad I'm in it. Glad I'm in it. Let's see, TAP. What about TAP here? Oh, look at that. Go Bulls, go. Let's just go right to that weekly chart. Last night I talked about this and the weekly chart trending. And you can see that we're trending here based on the trend indicator, the T-line. Everything is trending right here. So I've got to be bullish. So medium to long term, I'm going to say that we're in a bullish trend here. Really nice. So now let's bring it back to the daily for an entry. And here is the, just a second here. We're gonna need to fix something here. There we go. I'll fix that. So right here, we've broken out. That line is not super straight, but you get the idea. And now we've moved up. We've pulled back. I think we have us a J-hook continuation pattern. Look at the bullish engulf here. Now, just because we have a bullish engulf, it doesn't mean that we have to go straight up. Okay, that's not what it means. So here we go, a low, high, little pullback. Beautiful little chart. I like this chart. I think we better flag this chart. Earnings, that's the negative right there. That's the negative. Only because I don't like earnings, and it's coming up right around the corner. But I think we should flag it for fun. Let's take a look at SIGA here. SIGA. Let's jump to that weekly. Look at that. Bullish trend. Medium to long term. Daily trend. Looking really good here. I'm going to have to go right here for anything over 15 30 is bullish. Let's negotiate an entry through here. Nice chart. A biotech. Let's flag that. Wins earnings on the 4th. So this is looking good here. Thanks, John. Etsy. A little bit of Etsy. Etsy looks good on the daily chart. Nice trend. We've got a low, a higher low, higher low. So far, a higher low. We've got a high, higher high, higher high. Here, let's just do this. There we go. Looking good here. Let's move this up. Yesterday's low, we have to stay above that. If we start to rise, then I would raise that up a little bit. You've got the 500 period moving average right here. That makes me, I'm sorry, that's the 1,000 right here. You've also got the dotted deuce right there. So that makes me a little nervous. But still, there's a trade here. I see the trade. Let's do this. Yeah, 19%. I see a trade there for sure. After that, there's always the chance we continue to the 200. There's always that possibility. There's a whole mountain of resistance right through here, though. So right now, really, the only trade I see is this. Since we're looking at the weekly charts, we're at that edge of breaking out. So a breakout here would be a real feather in the bull's cap here. That would be a good thing. It's not going to change. That's not really going to change the playing field here. I see this as a trade. Then I see rest, take a breath, have some dinner, and then maybe there's a trade up here. Earnings this afternoon. Thank you, Chip. Ooh, ouch. Well, that just ruined that chart right there. Let's just put it in a garbage can. That's what I think of it. I'm sorry. Earnings is just, it's. Here's the thing on earnings, and then we probably ought to call it a day or a morning. I think you can trade earnings if you skydive without a parachute. Okay? If you're one of these people that puts one of those suits on that you can fly through the air, well, then trade through earnings because you're a risk taker, and that's pretty cool. Okay? You can also trade through earnings if you have a lot of money. A lot. Couple mil, okay? Because you have the money to mess around. So I think you have to have a lot of money. There's another section of people, another group of people that can trade through earnings, and that is if you're making more money than you know what to do with in trading, and you are just an ace, then go ahead. Outside of that, I would stay completely away from earnings. So there's my 2 cents. Alrighty, with that, I'm going to say, everybody have a terrific day today. I'm going to back out of here. We'll see everybody in about 15 minutes, 18 minutes, and enjoy your day. Hey, go take a look at that blog. It's right there on the web page, homepage. Go read that blog. Please do that. All right, thanks, everyone. You guys take care. Appreciate it.